classic dance, older songs that us fat old middle-aged people might know. What would you what would you have been into?
Yeah, I would have been into like the 2000s and the 90s dance music, because like that was what I listened to. My parents like would play to me, and I'm still really big into it now. Like, I have a playlist on Spotify. It's called Trance Anthems 90s to 00s.
Right.
I think it's like, I think one of the lads at the label was saying it could be like the biggest one in Ireland, the biggest Spotify playlist in Ireland. It has like 83,000 followers at the minute. But I would have made that. I would have made that years ago, and it just started growing followers. Don't know how really. It just started naturally gaining followers. Trance Anthems, 90s, always. Yeah, so just all that music from the 90s and 2000s, the dance music, like Better Off Alone, Alice DJ and Tiesto and Gigi D'Agostino, all them lads, like they're all
Perfect Friday morning material for us on breakfast.
Any day.
So that from there, then did you do like DJing in nightclubs or like trying to fill a dance floor? Yeah.
I started doing the local nightclub here in Cavan, in Baileyburg, County Cavan, Sky Bar and stuff. I started to do that, and I was doing my mates' parties and stuff. And then I tried to get a couple of gigs in Dublin. I got a few here and there. I remember one place telling me, I won't say the name of the place, but like there was a girl, she was like promoting it, and she was like, "Oh well." I was like, "Can I come in and can I play?" Like, and she was like, "Yeah, well, the first thing you'd have to do is change your name." I was like, "What?" She was like, "You need to change your name," and I was like, "All right." So like, I didn't play there in the end, but
you wouldn't come up with a fake DJ name. I used to be called Brian Hayes years ago. Was my fake DJ name.
I could just never think of a name. I just never. I actually have my initials are Shane. Like Shane Declan Cod is my full name, like my middle name as well. So my initials are SDC, and I've an alias on Spotify called SDC, where like I have like sort of trance inspired music on there that I bring out. So like I tried to go with that for a while, but it's just like it just doesn't feel. I just Shane Cod is it's all I could think of.
You got to be true to yourself, man. You gotta be.
Yeah.
And it worked out obviously as well.
Thank God,
the song is fantastic. The reaction has been
amazing.
Insane. Emergency services had to be called because you were blowing up. It's like on all of the biggest radio stations in the UK and Ireland, all over the world. How does it feel to see this reaction all over the place?
Unreal. Like I could have never seen that. I'm delighted and grateful as well. We saw some of the stats there earlier, like the international stats coming in. It was like number 2 or 3 on the Belgium Shazam list. We've entered into like the top 100 in Spotify in Netherlands and stuff like that. Like it's crazy. Like even the US, there was a radio guy from the US that contacted me and stuff. He's over like a big station over there, Sirius XM or something, and it's just mad. Like people messaging me from all around the place. I'm delighted. I'm excited to see where it goes as well, how far it can go internationally. Australia and all that as well. They're talking about. So
did you see this coming? Obviously, it's your own work, and obviously you own it, you love it, it's your thing. But there, so many songs come and go. Did you know that with this song in particular, you're like, this is the one that's going to click with people? Or is this just part of a larger body of work that was like, I'm just going to keep working, I'm going to keep making it, and hopefully this is going to work with people?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't see like such a big reaction. I remember when I was making it, I was putting clips of it on my Instagram story, and a lot of people were swiping up. I was just like, right, a lot of people are reacting to this, and I haven't even finished it yet. And then when I did finish it and I uploaded it, like it was just like organic, like natural attraction. People just started sharing it, and then eventually it just got like the label started calling me, and from there it just kind of went even to the next level. Like
when that happens, because you've signed with a pretty big label now.
Yeah.
How does it work? Is it just like an email or a DM or, hey, Shane, I'm a pretty big deal in the music biz. Any chance you'd like to have a coffee someday? Or how does it work? Or particularly during all this as well. I mean, this must be weird. So how does the connection happen?
Yeah, a lot of it was Zoom calls and stuff, but then it would have started probably over Instagram DMs and stuff. And I started getting DMs from guys from the UK, and I didn't know who they were at the start. Like wasn't really too familiar with the labels. I didn't know how it all worked. And I remember I was over in Clare. It was back when you could do staycations and stuff, and we were at the Cliffs of Moher. I was with my family, and I started to get calls from like UK numbers and stuff. And I didn't like it turned out to be like obviously the biggest labels, Sony and Universal and all, were calling me, and like the coverage was shocking. Like, so I just had to say, like, look lads, I'm gonna have to give you a call back when I get home. And I don't know whether they thought I was trying to put them off, but like it was just genuinely the coverage is that bad. So thank God they hung around anyway. And I got sorted after that. But yeah, it was mad having them all contact me and all. Like it was cool.
They might have thought it was a negotiating tactic, worth
Yeah.
putting down or remembering for in future.
A delay in tactic. Yeah, yeah.
Put it in your TED talk. Make them
Yeah, yeah.
sweat. Make them work for
Yeah.
it. So, like I say, it's a weird time for everyone at the moment. It must be, and like everyone gets their break. Everyone has their moment. Everyone has the time when they become to prominence and they make their name for themselves. Yours, and for the rest of your career, it will have been during the weirdest time on the planet. How do you cope with it? And what is the plan? I suppose obviously signing with a big label, they have a plan. What
Yeah.
is the plan in terms of like rolling you out
Yeah.
and making your presence felt in the rest of the music business?
Yeah, so from now it's just for me anyway, bringing out new music and following up on my last single and bringing out new music now early this year. I have remixes and all coming soon as well. Anne Marie and KSI's new song "Don't Play." We just finished a remix of that one, so I was delighted to get that one. And that's going to be coming out I think next month, early next month. And then we have remixes of "Get Out My Head" coming out actually next Friday. Simba and Swarms, the rappers, they done a remix of it, and it's unreal. Like I have to say, it's class. They're actually doing a music video for it and all. Like so, that'll be coming out next week. And other than that, then it's just bringing out new music, and I can't wait for the live shows to come in to start DJing, and going all around the world. Hopefully, and representing Ireland. Hopefully on the world stage DJing. That's what I hope. That's what I hope comes. And that's the plan. New music and gigs when they come back.
You don't have a funny helmet or a weird head? I mean,
No,
everyone's
I
gonna have a
didn't.
weird head.
I
You've
think it's
got
a bit
you've
too
got
late.
a grand Irish lad's head on you.
I think it's a bit too late if I go for that now. People already know like what I look like. They'll be like, "What are you doing putting that on now?"
Yeah, well, I understand. Look at Shane. Every success to you. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. We do appreciate you having the chat with us. Wishing you the very best. Looking forward to hearing more from you. Looking forward to you leaving Kygo off the playlists as much as possible. We're delighted with that. Anything that means less Kygo for me, I'm happy with.
Really, I don't mind Kygo. He's good.
He's all right.
No, thanks very much, Ray, for having me on. I hope to get back on and speak to you. And thanks very much for having me.
Cheers, man. All the best. Much love.
Nice one. Legend.